Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So I have some breaking news about Breonna Taylor. As you may or may not know, Louisville, Kentucky has been on lockdown and they've been under a curfew, 9 p.m. curfew, awaiting the outcome of the grand jury investigation into the death of Breonna Taylor, who was murdered by police officers in, I hate to even use the word botched raid because it doesn't even really cover the really horrific end to what they did in her home. But I mean, it should have never taken place to begin with. There was no reason for them to be there. Well, now the National Guard has been called in because the grand jury came back and announced their decision in regard to the officers that killed Taylor. The grand jury announced that former Louisville police officer Brett Hankison has been indicted by a grand jury for 3 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment, but not in Breonna Taylor's murder. He was indicted for endangering her neighbors because apparently he was just shooting all over the place and without concern for where his bullets were being sprayed, and many of them went into the neighbors' walls. So the other 2 officers got off scot-free. The other 2 officers will face no charges, including Detective Miles Cosgrove, who was found to have fired the shot that actually killed Breonna Taylor. And as you may or may not know, a few days ago, it was announced that Taylor's family would receive a $12 million settlement from the city for her fatal and unwarranted shooting. The settlement, of course, does not bring her back. It does little to bring any kind of comfort to, actually, it brings no comfort to the family. They will never see her again. Let's remember she was in her mid-20s. She was making something substantial of her life. She had committed herself to helping others. Her job was literally to save the lives of others. And she was murdered. It's that simple. By cops who had no justification for being there. They were at a home where the person they were looking for did not live, had not been there. It was Breonna Taylor's ex-boyfriend. They hadn't been together for quite some time. She had a new boyfriend, and they already had the person in custody. The person that they were seeking was already in custody, so there was literally no reason for them to be there. But, you know, this just confirms that there is little to no justice when it comes to cops killing unarmed Black people in this country. They justified her murder by saying that the police were fired on first. And her boyfriend, who's the one who fired the shot against the cops, did so because he thought someone was breaking in. They say that they have a witness who claims that they heard the police officers announce who they were. Her boyfriend said that's not true, and he disputes their account of the way things went down. But in the end, they fired an enormous amount of bullets into this apartment. They didn't render her aid after she had been shot and was laying there dying. They waited. They finally did, but they waited. It's disturbing. It's beyond disappointing to hear that once again, cops who kill people just have complete impunity. Sorry to be a downer, guys, but that's where it stands. So this country is a powder keg. I don't know what the final match is going to be that's going to light it off, but this just adds fuel to the fire. So, as always, like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.